welcome back to another episode of Zero to Hero. Today, we are taking on 2 matches in total. First of them being Buxton, the second game being Kidderminster. Buxton, as you can see, are in 12th place, 3 points above us, as we lie in 14th, Kidderminster down in 16th. So it's a team 2 places above, 2 places below. But before we get into that, we've got some transfer news and updates. Starting off with a new signing called Max Waltman. This guy comes in as a centre attacking mid, free transfer, 22 years of age, and he's agreed to be a fringe player, so there's no playtime expectancies. And he's come in as a little backup to Harley Hamilton. Obviously, Hamilton is one of our best players this year so far. After that, we then signed a player called Marquise Martins, another free signing, 20 years of age, on a wage of around £210 per week, and he's agreed to be a breakthrough prospect. He is a sort of, I'm going to say, third choice sort of striker at the minute. He would be around first or second, but we do have some loan signings that have come in as well, which has pushed him down the pecking order a little bit. One of our first loan signings actually then is Tom Dean. This guy comes in from Exeter. He's our right back. He does say he has a wage of £850 per week, but we've agreed to pay absolutely zero. So Tom Dean just goes straight into our team. He is a straight upgrade on Skinner. Then the next signing, one of the strikers that we signed, Ridwan Hassan, 18-year-olds, loaned in from QPR, given the young prospect role. Wage of £310 per week, but again, we've agreed to pay absolutely nothing. And this guy is probably one of the reasons why Marquise has dropped down the pecking order a little bit more. And then from there, I think you remember last episode, I said I wanted to upgrade on Donowa. Well, here he is. Sufianu Silla Debaga from Southampton, £500 per week. Again, because we're absolute masterclass at negotiating, we are paying, I think it's 10% or 20% of his wage. So I think we're paying £100 a week for this guy. Comes in off loan from Southampton, Spain national, not English. Makes a change because normally we do get a lot of English nationals coming in. And then finally, the last signing, another loan, is Kobe Agbudi. He comes from QPR, £500 per week, but we've agreed to pay absolutely nothing as well. So that is our new players that have come in, hopefully help improve the squad with a considerable amount of ability. As we can see, most of these do sit towards the top of the table with the ability sorted by highest. They're a class above what we've had here before. On top of that, probably the biggest news as well, we've agreed a contract extension until 2027. So we are here for one extra year, so we can actually focus on fulfilling one of the actual goals that we need to do to move on. And finally, we have released a player. And the player is Will Russ. He was just taking up a bit of a wage bill. He never had a chance to play. And so unfortunately we did agree to release him on a free. So that guy is now sitting somewhere as a free agent. So that is all of our transfer business done in between last episode and this one. So we're going to get straight then into playing Buxton. I should mention, we have a decent bit of form since the last time we do. We played Curzon, then we played 2 games where we lost 3-1 and 4-2. But then we went on a 5 unbeaten run, which put us 3rd place, I believe, for Manager of the Month, which we're yet to win. And now this month, we've only lost the 1 game against South Shields, who are 2nd in the league, so I'm not even disappointed about that. We've won the other games quite comfortably, 4-0 and 2 3-1s as well. So it could be interesting to see how we do against Buxton and Kidderminster. So we are home and away as well. So, you know, we're home against the higher place, away against the lower league place. So you never know how it's going to go. This is the team we're going with today. Well, for the first game anyway. Then we will be mixing it up because they're only a couple of days apart. Richardson has made his place back in goals. Tyler's just been so bad. He's not been great. He got a rating of 6.2. He's just not done much. So Richardson's made his position his own there. Dean is going to be playing at right back, and Agboudi comes in at centre back. And you got Preston and Hudson then making up the back line. Sona and Mafuta make up the DMs. I think that's usually what we play anyway. Daly, who was already here when we joined, was on loan from Nottingham Forest. And then we've got Silla Digba or Dibaga out on the left, Hamilton centre mid, and Hassan up top. Now I know it says over here Hassan hasn't scored a single goal yet, but he's got 4 assists in the 3 games that he's played. So I'm not going to complain too much. We've got to give some numbers. Yes, and let's get into this game, shall we? 1 of 2. Let's see how it goes. We also come in pretty much the end of the year as well now. Playoff places are getting confirmed. And yeah, there's like 2, I think, places in the playoffs that haven't been set in stone yet, but we're not going to get there. We're not even close. Our main goal was just to not get relegated and finish somewhere in the middle, which I think comfortably now, I would say, unless we have an absolute May. We've pretty much done that target. Here we go. Dean plays a good ball into the box, but it's claimed by Young. Also, I played in a game earlier and the opposition team was in black and white kits, and it was so confusing because I kept thinking I was on the ball and having chances, and it kept throwing me off. Absolute nightmare. But today we are in black and white, so this is a lot easier to watch. What, 10 minutes coming in and very little chances at the minute it's been highlighted. 2 just... 1 cross into the box and the shot that was just wayward. Like, not even close to troubling the goalkeeper at all. Which we don't mind because we're struggling with our goalies today, this season. I think that is going to be like a priority next season when we get our budgets. That is a good clearance by Hudson, but the deflected shot comes through, and Jack Wadham scores an absolute beauty from the edge of the box. But I'm pretty sure that deflects on the way through. But take nothing from the strike. He's kept it low, and it's gone into the bottom corner. Let's find out. Brennan is a good defensive header. It's just Wadham's there. He just hits it on the volley. Richardson gets a glove. Should he do better? Should he be powering that out with a stronger hand? Quite possibly. No, we don't want to play for set pieces. We're not good at set pieces. We find ourselves 1-0 down. Quite early doors as well. Daly's got it. He's just keeping it. Plays it out wide to Dean. Dean can run up the line. Up the wine, I was going to say then. To make sure we're wing and line. He just keeps going. Beats his man. Can he get a good crossing? He can. Hamilton's there. And it should be hitting the target there, Hamilton. I mean, right back, Dean. Absolute phenomenal run. And Hamilton should be doing better. There's now Kirby. That's a corner. What can they do from a set piece? They go to the edge of the box. And 2 of our players go for the same head. We could have broke from there. That was a dangerous... Oh. Richardson, where are you? You are in no man's land. But take nothing from that pass. However, the keeper should 100% be claiming this. Look at this, Robson. He just has all the time in the world. He just dinks it. Keeper's there. He should just be coming out. Well, that, it just hangs in the air. And Sodji just taps it into an empty net. Absolutely fuming. 2-0 down in the first half. We're going to shout. We're going to tell him to We're going to demand more. That is 2-0 down in 25 minutes is just an absolute shambles. Douglas, please don't go 3. Wadham lays it to Kirby, who can hit it. He does. Richardson saves it with his feet. Can you see what I mean about my goalkeepers? How I really need a new one. Desperately need a new one. I think we need to get into half-time. Just so we can have our team talk. We can just rip into everyone. Hassan might be coming off for our other signing that we made last time. I can't remember his name. But it was the Finnish bloke. Anyway, it comes to Douglas. The sound's gone from the crowd. Gives a good cross in. Up for the head. He doesn't win the head. Brennan probably should be getting that on target at least. I think maybe our defender just enough just to put him off that head. Are we going to get a chance? Are we going to get a highlight? Because at the minute, it's one-way traffic. We haven't seen any of this ball. But Hassan could pick it up. What a loose pass. He's in on goal. He's taking it wide. Can he do anything with it? He beats the man. Can he do anything? Goalkeeper is forced into a save. And it goes out for a corner. But maybe then we would have like one chance, one goal. Sona's going to whip it in. And here he goes at the back post, but it goes over. No problems whatsoever for any of those players there. Bardell goes long. Dean can win the head into Daly. Daly can beat his man. He can. And goes on the inside. He just keeps going. He shoots. And he's forced the goalkeeper into another save. That's a bit better. I mean, it's only taken us 14 minutes just to get 2 chances. But that is better from everyone. Debaga we haven't seen at all. Daly's doing well and Dean is doing well. Hassan, I think I might have to take off at half time because I don't think he's doing anything. Hudson to Debaga to Hamilton. Cuts inside, goes forward. What can he pick out? He picks out Hassan, who finds Debaga. Tries to Travella, and it's not even close. I don't know what he's doing. And that is half time. Not great. Very disappointed. And Hassan, you'll be coming off for a blade, a bloody, whatever your name is. Let's go with the second half. We also got to remember we got a second game after this in like 2 or 3 days. So some players are gonna need a rest. Douglas brings down the wing. He's got all the space he wants to find a cross. He draws it low and Aboudi is there to clear. Sona to Aboudi. Finds Debaga. Can he get past his man? He cannot. Robson tackles him and it goes out for a throw in. That is probably our kickoff highlight that it normally shows. Oh, there is a highlight for it. Are we going to do anything with this highlight? Finds Sona. Sona goes back to Preston. Goes back inside to Mafuta, who goes long. Who's he looking for? He's looking for Debaga, but that's nowhere near the man. And the defenders could just take his time, have a cup of tea if he wants to, and clears his line. Hudson, got space to bring it down the wing. Goes past his man with ease, gets a cross in. It's going to go to Hamilton. Goes up. And the keeper gets under it, claims it, and takes the pressure off. He did well. To be fair, Hudson. It was just Hamilton's knock-up, had no one competing. And the goalkeeper just took command of the situation. Daly goes inside to a Blady. He has it back. He lays it back to Dean, who is one of our best players so far. Dean plays a lovely ball to Hamilton in behind. What can Hamilton do from this position? He lays it back to absolutely no one again. What are we doing, Hamilton? Can we take Hamilton? We haven't even got a replacement on the bench for Hamilton. Let's go with Sona off for Skinner. Donovan for... I know I want to get rid of Donovan, but just nothing's happening. Hamilton's got it to Daly. He plays it inside to a Blad. Can he finish from there? He cannot. There was a good chance for him there just to hit it low and across the goalkeeper. But he just makes it, pretty much hits it straight at him. You know, I want this to go away so I can shout at my team. You know, we are still in the 48th minute. Somehow. We've only kicked off second half 3 minutes ago, and it just seems to be never ending. Hamilton could beat his man. He's doing well, see. It's just... Oh, what a pass into Daly too. He can't beat Young to the ball though. I mean, to be fair, I think he should be trying and maybe giving the referee an option to penalty. Make the most of that contact. Get your body in front. Wadham goes to Wilson. Are they going to have a chance now by any chance? He looks for Neil, wins the head. Soji's there to pick it up. He goes for distance. Richardson claims. Can we, like, have the end of the highlights, please? There we go. Oh, yeah, there we go. Now we're going to shout. And we're going to fire them up. Because it's only 2-0 still. Donna was there. What can he do with it? He goes backwards to Hudson. Hudson brings it forward again. I have a feeling he's going to turn back. Yep. Finds Skinner. Skinner goes back down to Hudson, who plays it into Hamilton, who shoots, and it's blocked. Dean looks for Hamilton in the box, but it goes nowhere. Hudson's there to sweep up though. Stop any counter-attack happening. We're going to change our positive to attacking here. And we've got a free kick. Hamilton's over it. He hits it. And, oh, it deflected. I was going to say there was nowhere near, but it deflected for a corner. We're not going to see the corner. We just saw one kick of the ball. Wilson finds Bardell. These two are just having a nice little kick around Woodham into Soji. Goes wide to Douglas. Goes back inside. The nice 1-2 there for Douglas to run onto it. What's he going to do? He's going to lay it back, surely. Yeah. Lays it back. Good save from Richardson. And that is, I think, the first attack of this half. Granted, it's only been like 15 minutes of this half. It just seems to be dragging on, this one. We'll get to the 60th. I think we'll bring off Daly then for Cisse, I think. Is it Cisse that they've got? Yeah. Cisse. And then we can also bring in Hawkins for Preston. We're keeping our lone signing on. He's doing well, to be fair, considering it's his first game. And he only signed like a couple of days ago. Me is in behind. He's a bit wide, so he's going to have a chance here. Who's he going to pick out? Picks out Brennan. Can lay it off to Wadham. He tries to drill it, but it falls to Douglas. And it goes out for a corner. It's good defending in the end because we did not expect it to fall to Douglas there. Half an hour left. Still 2-0 down. Kirby with the corner. Plays it in. Richardson claims. Holds on to it. You could go wide here to Dean. Nope, he's going central. Hudson looks at Donowa. Brings it down. Can carry on dribbling as wide as he wants. There's no one near him. Does he have the ability to pick someone out? He plays it close for Hamilton. We can then put it back in. Cisse's there, but it's just too short. The foot with a brilliant strike from distance. Forces the save. And we get another corner. Hudson's over it. He goes high. And back post. Keeper's about to claim. Falls to Dono on the edge, who brings it. And gets a deflected shot. And we get another corner. On the opposite side this time, however. There's no highlight for that one. We have an XG of 1.45 and we haven't scored a goal. Isn't that disappointing? Donovan again. Skinner's on the edge. Plays it back to Mafuta. Skinner again. Oh, it's hitting off the post. What an absolute finish that is. The goalkeeper can get nowhere near that. He's got no chance. In off the post. From there. Take a bow, Skinner. Take a bow, son. Here is he? Here he is. Comes just over to him. Takes a touch. Right there. No, he doesn't even take a touch. He hits it first time. It's just laid off nicely in front of him. He just hits it first time. In off the post. Keeper, no chance. And we're back in this. It's the 65th minute. 25 minutes to find one just to equalise would be amazing. Coleman plays it short to Wadham. What can he do? He can lay it back to Coleman. Who has a go. It's bending. It's hit the crossbar or the post or something. Apparently a blade doesn't want to run. Hamilton with it. Beats his man. Donovan. Yeah, we're going to shout some encouragement. Donovan again. Find Hamilton. Gives it him back. Finds the gap in between two players. There's space now. His cross can't find anyone. Here's Donovan again, who has a go from distance. And it's saved by Young. Look at that XG and those chances. I do not like Richardson being out of his box from there. That was scary. Hawkins out wide to Dean. Dean just brings it forward into the space. Cisse. Look, mate, you got all the space you want to in front of you. He's backing off. He finds Dono at the back post, and it's the roof of the net. It's not a bad... I mean, Cisse had acres to run into. The defender just backed off. But he pings a ball lovely, might I add, to the back post. And the head is just over. Cisse returning the favour that Cisse just provided him. However, he's a bit wide. He loses out to Burton, however. He plays it into Brennan. And just gets rid of it. No nonsense defending. Just puts it into touch. If you're in doubt, kick it out. There's Dean with the throw in, however. Finds Cisse. Back to Dean. He plays the ball in behind. Can the blade get there? No, he cannot. Bardell's there to sweep. Back to Young. That ball is very close to the line. Wilson into Wadham. Goes long. Hudson in the air. No, they both miss it. So Douglas is now free to run into the space. What's he going to do from here? He's got players arriving. He wins the corner. I'll give us 80th minute. And if we're still losing, we'll go very attacking. But until then, we'll hold him off. Coleman puts the cross in. Comes out to McLean. Good block. That attempt is just way off it. Not even troubling anyone. The clock's ticking down. Going down. Slowly approaching the 80th minute. 79th. You know what? Let's just press it now. Because by the time this highlight ends, it's going to happen. Unless we score. Then I won't want to do it. We'll go back to our positive one. Dean. Look, mate. Look at all that space. Cisse. Beats his man on the inside. Keeps running. Donovan, he tries the back heel. And goes out for a corner kick. And there's no highlight to be had for the corner kick. 8 minutes. We're running out of time. A booty. Out to Hudson. You can find Donovan. Donovan's been a lot better than our loan signing, by the way. I can't remember who we signed. I can't remember his name. Let me find out. Davala. I didn't see that highlight. It didn't look like it was troubling the goalkeeper at any point. No, we didn't miss much. 5 minutes and injury time to find an equaliser. We have a throw-in a dangerous place. Hamilton lays it back. The cross into the box, but Coleman gets it. Cisse is going to get it though. Keep it in touch. Give it in play. Out to Dean, who finds Skin on the inside. Back to Mafuta. Hamilton lays him off. Shoots. And it deflects out for a corner. That could have gone anywhere. Absolutely anywhere. Dean stands over. Big cross into the box. Mafuta's there waiting. Can't get to it. Wilson beats him in the air. And goes up for throwing in a similar position where the highlight just started. And there's to be 3 minutes added on for us to find something. Cross into the box. Finds Cisse. It's got in! Cisse! He scored in the 90th minute to get us a point out of this game. Cisse, you're an absolute legend. Also, masterclass here to get Cisse on that pitch. Oh, the keeper got to be doing better. He's got down, he just can't keep it out. But we don't care. We were 2-0 down very early doors. I thought this was going to be one of those games where we'd get battered. But we've come back with 2-2. Or we've taken a point away from something I don't think we should have taken a point away from. in the end. Despite the stats saying otherwise, I don't think we should have got that point. I think we were very lucky to get the chances that we did. That feels like a win. I mean, to be fair, they had all this in the first half, and then it was just all us. They had a couple, but from there on, it was just absolute bombardment. We had an XG of 2.2, so we deserved our 2 goals. They had a 1.3, so they deserved, you know, at least a good 1 or 2. We should have won that despite the result, but it was a good effort, team. That was amazing. We're staying in 14th. We had 54 points. We would now take on Kidderminster next, which a win takes us to 57, which could take us up to, if other results obviously go our way, up to 11th place, which isn't bad. So let's skip ahead, go through the things. Buxton, what a class game that was. He makes his debut. Cisse, you will get all the praise. Right, let's go forward a couple of days. So it is literally 2 days, and then the third day is Kidderminster. And let's go from there. Kidderminster next. Now, for those of you for episode 1, will know that this was the first team we played. And we beat them. I believe we did beat them. Let's have a look. When was it? Oh no. Was that it? Did we lose? Yes. We lost 1-0. We didn't beat them. We lost 1-0. Which is my apologies. For this is revenge. The revenge match. We're in a much better position now than where we was when we first joined. Struggling with match fitness, but he starts. I want to give the bloke a chance. He's really good on paper. And he is just better than Donovan, but Donovan just seems to be doing better. Show that our recent praise is justified. Let's get on with it. Let's do this. Kick off. Today we are in our blue kit with yellow socks. The other team's not in black and white. That's a bonus. Preston goes back to Richardson. Richardson finds Preston. Also, I realised that there's like 4 games left after this one. So stick around. I'll go through the last 4 games and we will do a little reveal of where we end. Hassan has a header, double saves it. We'll do a little preview, or not preview, but a little... I'll show you how the season ends at the end of this episode. Because we might as well just go through the last 4 games as well, and then we got... Next episode can be getting some new signings in, maybe the first game of the season as well. So we can do a little thing like that. So we might as well just get to the end of this, because there's a free kick on the edge of the box. Because there's no point like doing an episode for the last game of the season either, when it's just 4 games away. And to be honest, there's nothing we can achieve in our goals this year. So next season is the main season where we got a chance to hit a goal on that table or on the chart. So yeah, we'll just do that. So stick around. Also, while you're there, while you're sticking around, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Let me know. I don't know if any signings that you've enjoyed, or any player in particular you think deserves Player of the Year. I'll do a fans sort of Player of the Season award, little graphic. We're hitting 10 minutes. Both teams not really had much going on. We are away from home, so home advantage is to Kidderminster. But a booty. Oh, he starts out right, by the way. He's out right back this time today. He can play right back. I've given a rest to the other bloke. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. There's another yellow card for Kidderminster. Devine this time picks up a yellow. And we've got a chance to put the ball into the box. And put his back post. Hawkins is there. He can't get to it, but it does come out to Hassan. Lays off Preston. Lays off Davala. It's just over. It's not too bad of a chance. It wasn't like he, up into Rose Ed. It was a decent chance. He did well. Proud of the man. I think get a throw in here. Yeah. Divine is taking it. Gets it back off Cooper. Gets a cross in. And Hudson is there to head it away. Reynolds puts it back in. Morgan Smith is the guy that scored the goal last time. And there is an offside call. Richardson finds Hudson. Hudson back to Hawkins. Goes inside to Preston. Also, I think both those players, Preston and Hawkins, is going to be leaving us next year. The contracts are up, and I just can't afford to give him a renewal. They want so much. Daly finds Skinner. Who finds some. There's a lot of contracts up, by the way, too. Skinner plays it forward to Hamilton, who can turn. Plays it to Daly, who plays it to Hassan. Plays it back to Daly. He's in, and Cormac Daly has buried that into the bottom corner. That was a lovely bit of football from Hereford. And we are 1-0 to the good in 18 minutes. This is something we failed to do in our first game. But look at this. A little give and goes. And it was just a thing of beauty. I don't know what's happening here. Is this the highlight? I don't think so. Skip that. I don't want to play for set pieces. We're not good at set pieces for us to play for them, so keep the ball in play as much as you can. Lose a set piece, they got the counter on, and then we're doomed. Cooper finds more, goes long. Hudson's there to sweep. Plays it infield to Skinner, who's got space. Hamilton's also got the space to turn. Finds Daly, finds Hassan, finds Hamilton again, who can run into the space now that's created to him. Has a shot from distance. But that's never troubling. Never troubling, dibbling goals. Does the highlight still continue? No, it doesn't. I say it still continues, but it doesn't. It ended. We are looking the better team. We've had the shots. They've had none on target. We've had the possession. We're looking pretty good. Hudson. Plays it out to Sona. Can you give it back to Hudson down the line? He can. Hudson's there. Can he dig out a cross? He plays it to the floor to Davala. Hamilton's there to pick that back up. Hudson. The edge to Skinner, who scored from there before, but it comes up to Daly. Has a go. Gets blocked. And the ball's out for a corner kick. Hamilton standing over it. Outswinger to the back post. Who's there? Preston's there, but Folkes beats him to it. Good head by Folkes, just to take it away from his head. Throw in highlight as well. Hudson finds Davala. Finds Hudson again. Gets a good cross in. Daly's there. I thought it was in. I thought it was in. I thought he'd scored a second. I mean, I would love to sign Daly on a permanent, but they were on like 800 grand. I don't have 800 grand to sign him. Maybe we can get him on loan again next season. A goodie. Wins the tackle. Plays it straight against Divine though. Comes inside to Davis, who finds Morgan Smith, the goal scorer from last time. Sona collects. Takes it away. Finds his Hassan on the inside. Who can go back to Skinner. Skinner finds Sona again. Nice little bit of football. A goodie. Has the ball. He can carry it up the pitch a little bit. Maybe even beat the man. Nope, gets tackled but wins a throw. Got time and space. Skinner. Gets the cross in. I was going to say Davala's there, but it's fine. Comes out to Sona, hits it. It's gone over the crossbar. Keeper knew what he was doing. Never in doubt. Trusted that I was going over because he didn't even bother diving. Hamilton takes it wide. Beats the man. Can he get the cross in? He cuts back. Lays it back to Skinner. He plays it into Agbudi's feet. He plays it back to Sona. We like this playing back malarkey, don't we? Sona plays it into Davala, who finds Daly. Sona to Daly. And it is a blocked shot again. Another blocked attempt. There's been a few of those today. And that is going to be the half-time whistle. Currently 1-0 up. Love to see it. It has been all us. Looking at those stats, we've been absolutely phenomenal. Again, Davala is struggling. Everybody else, decent. Harley Hamilton, 6.6. Not too bad, but he is doing God's work. Only on a 6.6, but he's finding these little pockets in the inside. It's just, again, that's forward, I suppose. Sona finds Hamilton. Back to Sona. Hudson, where can he take it? He was out to Skinner, who's got space. Hassan to Daly. Back to Hassan, who shoots. Nice problem. No, there's a problem. It's a save for Dibble. No problem. I finished the end of my sentence without starting my sentence then. Morgan Smith gets tackled by Sona. Tell you what, Morgan Smith, considering you scored the winner last time, you've had absolutely nothing this game, mate. Hamilton. Skinner. Daly. Who's he going to pick out? He goes wide. I don't think... Oh, is Hudson going to get... No. He is not going to get there. Let's bring off Davala for Donowa. And let's bring Sona from Mafuta. And Hassan for a blade. Skinner into Daly. He can shoot. He does shoot. It's saved. We could be a good 2 or 3 up. Or should be a good 2 or 3 up, I think. Our next sub probably will be a centre-back. Or I would take Hamilton off, but like I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, got injured. So my replacement is injured. Cooper fouls Booty and wins the free kick. Is there a yellow card to go with it? No. Just a warning. Just a little finger wag. Bit of a telling off. You're free to go. Hamilton stands over it, of course. What can he do? Puts it in there. Goes to the back post, but Preston's there to just keep it in play. Preston to Hawkins to Hudson. Daly on the centre circle. Skinner, Hamilton into Donowa. Back to Daly, who's made his way forward. Lays it back into Donowa. He's a bit wide and the angle is so narrow, but he gets around. I thought he was going to go down. The foot was there. I thought he was going to get tripped and win a penalty. However, it's just blocked and they clear their lines. Hamilton for the head. Finds Donowa, who finds... I was going to say the blade, but it turned out it was for Daly, apparently. Goes wide, but gotta go back. He finds Briscoe, who goes big ball over the top to show Silver, but he's not getting anywhere near that. Richardson brings it out with his feet and finds Preston. Like Booty into Daly. Who's he going to pick out? What ball is he going to try and make this time? He's fouled by Mooney. That's going to be a yellow card, surely, referee. He had him beat. Final warning. Had him beat, ref. Definitely a yellow card, that. 2 subs remaining. I don't know who to bring on or take off at the minute. Skinner wins the ball. Booty for cover, for support. He has the support. Can he get the cross in? Or can he beat his man at least? Gets back. Skinner's there. Hits the shot. And we get another corner. Is the corner going to be a highlight before I make a sub? No, it is not. For Daly. I know he's been brilliant. Just got to be done. And then Agbudi for Dean. Give these players a rest. Give them a chance. Well, we're at 63rd minute. All the subs have been used up. Hudson. Looks for Donowa. Finds Hamilton. Hamilton brings it forward. Cuts on the inside. But he can't. That pass is shocking. But he does find Cisse. Who finds a blade. Who finds Hamilton. Or tries just to feed it into his feet. But it's red and the interception is made. Evans tries to go long. However, Preston's there into Skinner. A long highlight. Tries to go long over the top, but it was never on. That was never going to happen. Dibble holds on to it. I mean, I wouldn't hold on to it too long, mate. You are the one that's chasing the game currently. Evans finds Mooney. Ball goes back to Evans. He tries to feed the ball inside. Preston reads it and gives it to Richardson. Richardson to Preston. What can you do with it? Just brings it forward. Keeps bringing it forward. Doesn't have to play the pass if he doesn't want to. Finds Mafuta. Is it into Donovan's feet? Who hits it? And that's a good save. He's caught that really well for... Well, I didn't expect him to even get it close from that distance, but fair play Donovan. That was a decent attempt, mate. The keeper had to fly across his goal. They now have a corner. It makes me nervous. Evans cross. It's a good header. It comes out to Thompson, though, who just hits it first time. And Richardson holds on to it. It's a good save. Good timekeeping as well, Richardson. Put the ball down. Waste a bit of time. Hudson plays it down the line to Donovan. Gives it back. How nice. And he gives it back again. They're having their own football match, these two. Just back and forth. Hudson beats his man down the line. Gets fouled. Surely there's a yellow card coming now, ref. Another warning. I think the third warning now. Not just for him, but the team in general. It's for the same sort of fouls. Wilby gets rid of it. But it comes out to Donovan, who gives it... Never mind. To Preston. Preston. To Dean. Dean with the fresh legs can take his man on. I mean, he makes him fall to the ground. So he's past him. Puts a decent cross in. Obi's hit it. Donovan falls over his own feet or something. It's out to Mooney. Evans can bring it up the pitch. He can bring the pressure off his team just by bringing it up. But Cisse has tackled him. Now the space, well, there was space in behind before he's recovered. Skinner finds Dean, who can hold the space now himself. And Cisse is occupying 3 players. Dean can get the cross in. Hamilton's there. It just needed a glance, and he's just hit it. He's just caught it too much, and he's taken a bit past the back post. Just needed a little faint touch, and it was at least on target, and probably going in from that distance. It still really continues because it's the same sort of passage of play. This is fine. Hudson goes long to Hamilton, who's not going to win that head against them, but it's okay. Donovan just decides he's going to have enough and heads it out for a throw-in. The highlight still goes, apparently. We're down to the last 20 minutes of the game. Folks. Into Cooper. He can look for Evans, it's outside. Who finds Moore? Moore brings it forward. Plays it down the line to Mooney. There's also space out on this left-hand side. Dean reads it lovely and cuts it out before anything can happen. Hamilton. Looking for a bleed, but he's just behind the man. The pass was never really on. Cisse. Into Dean. Dean takes it wide. Tries a pass in behind, but that's going to be easily gathered by... or cleared. I thought the keeper would have that, but the defender took matters into his own hands. Probably better safe than sorry. It's out for a throw in. Back to Dean. Finds Hamilton, who hits it on the volley. That's not that far away. Considering his back was to goal, and he's hit it on the volley, that wasn't a terrible attempt. And finally, the highlights ended. We actually have a bit of a breather now, and the time tickles down. For 6 minutes at least, anyway. Before another highlight comes in. Finds Hudson. Hudson goes long to Cisse, who's not probably going to win that header. Hamilton can intercept. Referee. That's a yellow card. Oh, no, that's a warning as well. Davis, or Davies. Referee's so lenient with these yellows. So lenient. Dean to Cisse. Comes inside. Plays the ball, lovely ball into the box. Donovan can pick up that second ball, however. Gets inside his man. Folks has now fouled him. And we get a free kick. Who takes the free kick? It's not Hamilton this time. Hamilton's in the box. And Dibble just collects. Very easily. Too close to the goal, keeper Cisse. The keeper goes long. I mean, Dean, you got all the time in order to bring that over. But what a header straight into Mafuta. I want to say Makafuta then. Mafuta. Cisse, are you up? You are up. But it's held by Dibble. Tell you what, we should be well away. This should not be close. The fact that there's only 1-0 makes me very nervous that they might just grab some now. Mafuto to Skinner to Hamilton. I mean, we've played them off the park. Cisse into a Blade. What can he do with it? He plays it out wide to Hudson. Hudson can take the man. Gets a ball in. Can a Blade win the head? He cannot. Mooney holds it up. Waits for his players to get forward. Finds Thompson. Folks. Thompson. Back to Davies. Goes long. That's well long. Richardson. With ease. Hudson again. The pass is intercepted by Folks. That's not great. They do go backwards, which is fine. They go long again. Mooney's there. Doesn't win the header. Cisse can bring it down. And he goes inside to Mafuta, who finds Hamilton. Hamilton carries it. Just keeps carrying it. Referee! There we go. There's a yellow. It's about time there's been a yellow card. Hamilton, mate, you have done God's work, to be fair, mate. You've done all the little dirty bits that nobody likes to do. You're an absolute legend. Hudson has to do with it. He can beat his man. Folks is now bowled him. Claiming he's wasting time. And now he gets a yellow card too. The referee's had enough. He thought, you know what? One too many. Richardson out wide. To Dean. Dean to Hamilton to Cisse. He can bring it forward. He can keep bringing it forward. And the man's got energy to burn. Finds Dean again, who plays it inside to Skinner. Play it inside to Mafuta, who goes for goal from distance. It's deflected and it's gone in. I mean, that was an absolute wicked deflection. It's sent to keeper the one way then the other. He's got no chance to get across it. But now we're 2 goals up and we can breathe. 2 goals up, 86th minute, going into the 87th. I think we've managed to get the 3 points out of this game. I'd be severely disappointed. Look at this for a deflection. Severely disappointed if we don't get 3 points now from here. 3 minutes to go. Straight into another highlight, which is nice. So the clock ticks down a bit quicker. Gets it over with. Mafuta can come away with it. He finds Hudson. What a different team this is to what we played first, by the way. We've been we've completely outclassed them. We've been on a different level. Waldron passes it straight out. The pressure's got to him. He doesn't know what he's gonna do. We have a throw-in. We have 2 minutes remaining. Hudson, just throw it in, mate. Out to Hamilton. Into Hawkins. Hudson gets the cross in. And it's headed away before a Blade can get his noggin onto it. The Blade finds Dean. Dean, oh, I thought he was going to have a good shot then, but it gets blocked. Forced behind for a corner. With a minute to go, we've restricted them. Did you see? Hang on. Wait for full time. We've restricted these. I believe it said 1 shot on target. Oh, well done, Richardson. 1 shot on target, and the XG was like 0.05. I don't think we've defended so well against a team before. 0.09. Look at that match momentum. That is what you call just an absolute decimation. That is mental. That's the best I've seen us. That's about as good as when you likely see it. That's the best I've seen us play all year. Well, all couple of months, 4 months that I've been here. What a massive win. We're up to 13th, by the way. We could go as high as 8th. I mean, technically, 7th place. It's very unlikely. 7th place is still on. It's only 4 points away. That is, if we get up to the playoffs in 7th, I don't know what I would do. If we get to the playoffs, Obviously, there'll be another episode because there's playoffs. I don't expect us to get there. I'm happy where we are. Happy if we get to like 11th or 10th. If we get to 10th, we match the highest finish that they've had. Yeah, so I'm going to play through the last 4 games. You wait there, and I will show you how the season ends. Oh, we've played one game. Well, we've played one game, and we've had a youth taking management. We've got 2 elite prospects, which is nice to see. Reece Williams-Palmer here as a striker, which always handy to have. Ian Richardson, who plays out on the right, or a centre-back. These are our 2 elite prospects. So these are the 2 players we're going to have to keep an eye on. I mean, I don't think it's a bad intake by the seems of it. I mean, there's a lot of decent prospects. But 2 elite and 2 top as well with an advanced playmaker. And Swan Dill, if you can do well for yourself, mate, you could take over on the left. You could take over from, what's his name? Who plays here? Donovan? You could take over from Donovan. Anyways, 1 game played, 1 win against Merthyr. I just wanted to show you the youth intake. Thanks. Thanks for listening. Okay. So we've just finished our last game. And it's the moment of the truth to show you. See, there was that very, very slight chance that we hit playoff potential. But it wasn't to be. We finished a respectable, in the end, 11th place, which I don't think is that bad. However, we did lose 2-0 just last game of the season to bottom of the league. So that was a kick in the teeth. But in the end, very respectable 11th place. I'm not upset with that. In terms of the 4 games, as you know, we beat Merthyr 1-0. Then we played Bedford, lost 2-0. Then we played Radcliffe, the team above bottom, beat them 4-0. And then we played bottom and lost 2-0. So that's how the last couple of games went. Fortunately, this killed our hopes when this happened. But here's what it is. It wasn't planned anyway. If we'd got there, it would have been absolute shock. I mean, I think we finished, 5 points behind 7th, which is absolutely nuts. I mean, but the difference here, 68, 69, then next in 5th is 83. And top place getting 104 and second getting 100 is absolutely mental. Just putting it out there. South Shields lost 2. One of them was against, they were against 2nd and 3rd. That is crazy. Spenamore might not even, Spenamore, just realised, might not even get promoted on 100 points. They could lose to Alfredton or Scarborough or any of those. That is insane. Yeah, that is the end of the season. Thank you very much for watching it. I will come back next time when the season sort of like takes over, so I just got that balance to do things. And then we will have like a little transfer episode where you can see my outgoings, my incomings, put a team together. We might even play a game as well, the first game of the season in the next episode. That is where we officially start the challenge, because this season really was just getting a team, just getting to the end of the year, just making sure we finish mid-table. And we did. The next season now is the main part of the challenge. So thank you very much for joining. I hope you'll join me for the next one anyway. Please do leave a like and a comment, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye, and take care.